Welcome to lesson 2 of the Wild Moon School of Unlearning. And in this lesson, we're going to talk more about death and foundations and really diving deep and uncovering maybe some of the veils and lenses that we view things through, and how to do that in a safe way, and how to make sure that we keep ourselves grounded and loved while we uncover and explore some of these really deep, dark things that maybe we didn't even know affected us, existed, or happened. Okay, so hopefully you've read through lesson 2. It's not very long, and there's only a few sections. We kind of extend on this idea of the season of death. Like last month, we focused more on it being like harvesting and, kind of a celebration of death, and, the plants dying or going back into the ground. However, they hibernate, or maybe they die and then produce a seed or whatever for the winter. Well, here we are, and we've harvested and we've celebrated, and now the darkness is coming in. It's getting darker and darker, earlier and earlier. It's getting colder. We're really starting to see everything change, and all of that, what feels like death around us, the leaves falling off of the trees. My mom the other day said, once the leaves change, it gets windy. It's like nature knows that they're ready to fall. And it's not like nature knows they're ready to fall. Nature knows they're ready to fall. They have to fall. They have to let go. Because if they don't, that energy isn't going to be put down into the roots, into the ground, into doing that deep, dark work. That's going to let them become a bigger, stronger, healthier tree in the long run. So what we're doing, hi honey, what we're doing and talking about, I'm not going to read through it, obviously, you can read, but I do want to highlight a couple of points, and that, I talk about death being scary, and it's scary because we're shedding like this tough outer layer of skin that we were taught to build around us our entire lives. And it's scary because we are taking this foundation that was laid down for us, usually like our parents or a religion or something like that, school, education, it can be a lot of things that we have built our life and beliefs on, stone by stone by stone. We're tearing out that foundation, saying fuck the rest of the house. We're just ripping the foundation out from underneath it, and everything else will come crumbling down. And that can feel like suffocation. It can feel like confusion, lost. How do I rebuild this? Where do I start? And yeah, that's scary. And that's why a lot of people don't want to do it. And that's why a lot of people keep themselves from experiencing that and doing it, and stick to their beliefs and how they can understand the world around them and see the world around them. And that's why we have so much hate in the world, because people stand on these foundations like they really exist, but they don't. And we base our hatred and our prejudices and our views on these foundations that we can't even say what, if they're real, if they're not real, what laid them like solid. Like, they're not even based in something solid in reality. So that wasn't as eloquent as I wanted it to be, but really what it is just not being afraid to tear that up and to find out what's underneath it. What is underneath everything that you've been taught, that you've been building your beliefs and your life and your system on? What is you? What is reality? What can you feel? What can you experience without that? And then we talk about fear. And, of course, because it's scary to do that. But here's a little mantra that's in there that I want you to repeat to yourself. It's, I am not afraid to unearth my foundation. I'm not afraid to unearth my foundation. You'll find that once you start tearing up that foundation, you're going to find a lot of deep, dark shit. And that's that dirt, that's that snow, that's that leaf covering, that's that soil that we're gonna sit with during the dark period, until we reach that solstice again. We have so many scars. Everyone does. You can't tell me that nobody's went through life being untouched by society, or scarred by society, or scarred by experiences, or witnessing something. And that's gonna come up. And that's okay. But in order for it to be okay, we need this false sense of security. We need this false sense of safety. And that's where this part on safety comes in. We talk about how if we weren't afraid, we wouldn't need safety. It's like one of my favorite quotes from Ben Harper is, if we didn't have to die, no one would give a fuck about God. And it's the same thing with safety and with fear. Safety is an illusion. You're going to fall in the water. But it's your choice how long you stay there, how long you stay in the muck and in the dirt, how cold you get, and how quickly you learn to swim and dry off and appreciate the land and foundation that you crawl upon after this. So, and then there's a lot to uncover, and it is really, really hard. So when people get into this sort of work, which is also called shadow work, like in new agey shit, really it's just work. You know, there's always a dark and a light. It's not just light. Like, we're not just like these positive, radiant beings. If we were, we wouldn't be human. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have war. We wouldn't have trauma. We wouldn't cry. We wouldn't have feelings. We would just be fucking light. And so in order to feel safe, I'm going to provide you with a meditation, a like heart focus meditation, because it can bring up a lot of anxiety. It can bring up a lot of trauma, PTSD, fear, all of these things. And that's why also a lot of times when people get to this type of work, the real stuff, the real shit that's gonna open you up to feeling everything too much, they drown it out. They try to drown it out with alcohol, drugs, anything, you know, just to feel something else. And I figured out that I did that too, you know, because I was so sensitive and so open and aware to all of these things, and had like just a hyper sensitivity, which is really just an awareness, but it's not common. You know, I drank all the time. I had to drown it out. I couldn't handle the reality. And so here's where you make that decision. Like, you go forward through this process, or you drown it out. But hopefully you move forward with me, and I'll give you a few tools along the way. You know, you always can go back to the candle. Please keep going back to the candle meditation. Please keep going back to your nature walks. Please do the other activities. In lesson 2, we have inner work and reflection, which is going to be based on your nature walks. And then we have something really fun, making vinegar. And that'll be like, if you have a herb garden, you know, it would be like your last harvest. You can make something fun, something maybe immune boosting with like oregano and garlic and thyme and all that good stuff, turmeric, ginger, or go to the store and whatever calls to you, just grab it. Be like, I want it to be, you know, something fruity, something sweet, something whatever. I want it to be a drink. I want it to be just whatever calls to you, honestly. Just go to your garden, go to the store, just make sure you know what you're putting in it, and just see what calls to you, and make that vinegar, and keep making vinegar over the winter. It is amazing for you to drink. I drink mine in the morning with honey and hot water and lemon every day. And so yeah, I want to thank you very much for being really fucking brave and doing this with me, because if we heal ourselves, then we can start to heal the world. And until we heal ourselves, we can't help anyone else, because we're just stuck in this blindfold of me, what I need, and we can't see past it. So, yes, thank you again. Again, you know, if you want to follow along and read in the book, it's on Amazon, Wild Moon School of Unlearning by me, Carly Ann Wolf. And at this point, I am going to turn it over to some clips and pictures and talk you through a heart-focused meditation so that you can come back to this whenever you need it as a tool to remind you that it's okay. And this is a good journey. This is your journey to yourself. Hopefully you found yourself somewhere nice and quiet to relax for however long you would like your meditation to last. Make yourself comfortable. You can either sit or lie down. Make sure that your legs are comfortable, your back is nice and comfortable, your shoulders and your neck are relaxed. Start to notice your breath. Just notice it. Notice your heartbeat. Is your breath fast? Is it slow? Is your heartbeat fast? Slow? And then begin to control your breath, breathing slower and deeper, lengthening your inhales and your exhales. If your eyes start to close, let them. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, and breathing out, 1, 2, 3. Nice, calm, relaxed, and even breaths in and out through your nose. And as you continue to do this breathing, start to relax your body. Let's begin with the top of the head and work our way down, relaxing the muscles and the brow, the cheek, and the chin. Working your way down, breathing out the tension that you're holding, maybe in your jaw, your tongue. Exhaling, releasing the neck and the shoulders. Breathing down through the arms, the hands, and the fingertips, letting them fall heavy to where they lay. Continue breathing, releasing the tension and tightness in your chest, your back, your shoulder blades. Relax your stomach, let it sink to the earth, opening naturally your hips and your thighs and calves rolling open into a natural, relaxed state. Keep moving down the body, breathing, relaxing your ankles, the soles of your feet, the arches, and your toes. Take a couple more deep breaths, letting the feeling of relaxation sweep over your entire body like a wave. Go within. Feel the relaxed state. Feel the heaviness. Bring your attention back to your heartbeat. Really hear it. Feel it. Be it. Imagine it as a pulse, as a light inside you. Flow with it. And let that light, that pulse, echo and radiate through your body and your being as you breathe. Let it grow bigger and bigger with every breath, encompassing every inch of your body, and eventually growing outside of you, creating this luminous aura and magnetic field around you as it beats and pulses. Feel the vibration around you, coming into you internally, resonating one with the earth, with your breath, with your heart. Breathe. To come out, slowly start to bring that light that maybe made it all the way around the world and back to you with your breath. Slowly start to bring it back in, collecting all the world's vibrations, love, energy, creation, death, rebirth. Collecting it all as you still keep that nice, calm, deep, even breath. Bringing that light back to you, back to your aura, back to your body, back to your heart, back to your heartbeat and your pulse. Take a deep breath in and hold it. 1, 2, 3, and exhale out the mouth. You can do this again, eyes closed or slowly opening. Inhaling through the nose, holding it. 1, 2, 3, feeling close to the sky, and then exhaling, feeling heavy into the ground. One more time. Inhale, hold, thank you. Thank yourself. And thank your heart for keeping you grounded and alive with every beat.